Right, okay, hello once again YouTube and Rumble.
Let's get ready to rumble!
So today we are up at a woods called Ashdown Wood in Oxfordshire, not to be mistaken with Ashdown Forest, which is in Sussex. It's a reasonable size, it's kind of smallish, very compact, lovely looking trees, lots of bracken around. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a challenge to fly my drone around in this one, but I do like a challenge. Okay, right, so we're going to be filming on 1080p at 60 frames per second. Bit of vibration there, but I'm not too worried about that. A bit of vibration. I think that's a general thing, I think, with these things. Right, we're going to be taking you, as I say, quite low and slow. Across the floor, there's a bit of wind around, so you might hear some wind noise on the microphone. Right, so I've done a little bit of doctoring, let's say, to the prop guards. I've taken some of the plastic away. I think it was a bit overkill, to be honest. I don't think I really needed all of it.
Max flight distance reached.
Okay, it's doing that again, is it? Right, hang on a second. I need to go to settings, advanced settings, turn it on and then off again. Hopefully that'll let me go a bit further. Yep, it does indeed. Right, so we're just going to take our time, have a little bit of a fly around. This is going to be quite challenging, this area. I've got to try and get it through the little nooks and the crannies and whatever else. Trying to find a route through that, say, the forest floor. I'm not going to take it too high. I mostly just fly it just a few feet off the ground, very low speed. Just basically just going through the forest and really seeing what there is to see. Always keeping it in eye shot, because you just never know when the old drone police might be tuning in, ready to dob you in. So I'm over my weight limit, let's say, of 249 grams using the prop guards, but I'm all good because I have got a license to fly heavier drones. So if the old drone police are kind of tuning in and wondering what's going on regarding you know, the weight limits and stuff like that, I'm all good. I'm all good, basically. Right, so nothing spotted yet. Stick it on big screen for kind of best viewing. I tend to stick it on 1080p at 60 frames per second, just because my poor little PC at home, getting old now, you can't seem to manage much more than that. But it comes out quite well. Now you might be able to hear some hooting in the background, like that. I don't know if you picked that up at all. There is a it must be a raven or something in the woods somewhere. I think it's a raven making that noise. So it's not too, maybe 150 meters away or something, I guess. Right, let's have a little look over here. You just never know what you're going to see in the woods. So these are places, okay, where people don't tend to go. Or only drones can get to these places, and deer, of course, but not many human beings come out here treading around, and you can obviously see why that is. Anyway, a bit of home news. Unfortunately, the buyers of our house have pulled out for whatever reason. They did give an excuse, but it didn't seem to didn't seem to wash with me. They said it was too far for his wife to walk to work. Well, you'd have thought you might have thought about that before you actually decided to try and buy the house. So we've been going through the motions now with solicitors and whatever else. And, you know, we just basically wasted 6 or 7 weeks. And the house where we were hoping to get to is, well, it's still kind of ours, but we need to sell our property ASAP. We have got people coming round today to come and view. I hope they can. I hope they like it. I hope we can sell it quickly for what price we sold. You know, last time. I don't really want to be going less than what we sold it for. That was about as low as we want to go, really. But someone might come in with a stupid offer, as they normally do sometimes. We had a few. A bit of a clearing here. I'm just going to take it fairly steady through here because you might see something interesting on the big screen, of course. You can see a whole lot more on the big screen than you can on my little phone I'm looking at as I'm guiding it through this lovely wood. It really is a lovely wood. Stopping from time to time, looking around just to see if there's something kind of interesting to go and look at. I'm just going to have a little fly around here just to see if I can see something interesting. I haven't spotted anything yet on the screen. I just wonder if I can just navigate through this little tangled mess of wood and whatever else. This is a really good test. I tell you, this really focuses the mind. It really does.
Landing.
No, don't land. I've got to be. That's the problem. If you get too low, it wants to land. Now, if I can just go down there and through that little gap there. Yeah, if you get a bit too low, it wants to land, and obviously you don't want it to land because then you've only got to go and take off again. And it's normally okay if it lands and takes off. You just don't know what's above you, though. That's the problem. I'm just going through some tall grass. It managed that quite well. I'd tell you, these prop guards are really, really good. It just gives me that added confidence. I can just kind of go through the wood a little bit quicker than perhaps I normally could. Okay, just coming out into a bit of an opening now by the look of it. This might be the avenue. Quick look to the right. Yeah, quick look to the left. Let's come out to the left. Yep. Okay, so down there, okay, is Ashdown House. I put it on zoom. Okay, you just see it. That's Ashdown House. That's the National Trust house, that is. I don't want to go anywhere near that because I don't want to upset people with my drone. And that's looking up the other way. Okay. And I'm just in there. You might just be able to make me out. I don't know if you can actually. You probably can't. I'll tell you what we do. We do a quick up. I don't think there's anything above me. I hope not anyway. There shouldn't be. And I'm just going to take you over and around and just give you a bit of an idea of this place. Spin you sideways, do a bit of a sideways shuffle. I'm just going to go up a bit. And it just gives you a good idea of my location. Grateful of. Ooh. Okay, just all right. Low battery warning. Okay, I've got 20%. So this will be an annoying sound for the next 5 minutes. So what I might do is just cut the little flight short. I'll just take you back. And just trying to go through the gaps.
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
No, it won't, so I just cancelled it. Haha. Yeah, that's a battery. It gets to 20%, and then it says it wants to come home, which is fine. Right, I'm just going to take it on the pathway, and here we go. There we go, guys. Right, I'm just going to put this down, otherwise you'll be listening to that all the time. So I think that's probably about it for this particular flight. I think that's pretty good. I don't think I saw anything, unfortunately. I know around these parts there's big herds of deer, and I don't think I saw anything. They might be on a different part of the wood, somewhere over that way perhaps. But I thought I'd come to this side of the wood because predominantly the wind today is coming from the south and we're on the north. If I was on the other side of the wood, it would be windy. That's where the deer might be. But I'm on the north side, and as you can see, it's windy out there. But in here, no wind at all, just because of the wood acts as a filter for the wind. And you get to this side of the wood, and there's literally no wind at all, straight up and down pretty much. Anyway, there we go. Good flight, enjoyed that. More flights to come. Right, it's really lovely out here, really is. Nice and peaceful. Just a very slight distant rumbling perhaps of the M4 motorway. That's about it. Every now and again you hear a plane fly over just to break the silence. But yeah, I really do enjoy coming out here and doing what I do. It's kind of like this newfound hobby. You know, I don't know why I didn't think of it before, but it really is a great release for myself, because I mean, you got to put all your thoughts, all your issues, all your troubles to one side, and then concentrate fully on the job at hand. So you don't want to go tear-assing through something like that there, because that way obviously you're going to get a lot of problems. And some people might say, oh, I don't think I'll be doing that with my drone, oh, it looks far too risky. Well, it's not really. I think the probability of actually losing your drone is higher being way out there somewhere than it is just flying at maybe 50 or 60 meters, 80 meters away from you. This is what, 10-15 minute drive from where I live in Swindon, and pretty much everywhere in the country's got a place very similar to this. Not a person around, nobody. I got the whole place pretty much to myself. It's wonderful, just lovely.